And it is live. Happy Thursday, everyone. Um, it has been rainy today. Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to wait a second. All right, here we go. Says Space Mountain Dave. Hey, how are you? Happy Thursday. Welcome to the very first Gobbletastically Yours, a a weekly show that I will hold on. Fix the turkey. I'll fix the turkey. A weekly show that I hope will uh, go on and on for a while. So I'm not planning on changing my handle again. Um, so there'll be no Follow the Happy is done and gone with. And I am Turkey Lakester here to stay. And so tonight starts Gobbletastically Yours every Thursday night. Just gonna continue the tradition of fun chit chat and bedtime stories. Coming up in this as we get going, and about maybe once a month, I'm going to try to have on a special guest. I will kind of reach out to people as I have them in mind to come on. I have several people on the list, and there is a chance that there is going to be a guest tonight, but we will have to wait and see. Until then, I have a fun stream planned. Let's see. Space Mountain Dave, how am I? Doing great. I just watched the fireworks streams from Resort TV 1, and then I watched Corey Meets World. Resort TV 1 was at Magic Kingdom, showing the return of Happily Ever After. And then Corey Meets World was at Epcot, showing the return of Epcot Forever to the park. And so that was very fun. I hope to make it down to the parks in late August or sometime in September to check out Happily Ever After in person before the 50th starts. So Bloomin' Cheese, excuse me, Bloomin' Cheese says hello all and happy Gobbletastic evening. Yeah, VP. I saw VP went live. Also, VP said hi to Josh and Jenna while they were live. So I actually saw VP on the Resort TV 1 stream. And then I saw their notification came up. But yeah, Bassel Repair, welcome in. Yes, Resort TV 1 fireworks. I have to say, I actually had a little bit of tears happening, happy tears, because, it's something else coming back to Disney, something else coming back, or something else returning to Disney World. And every little thing that has come back since, last year has just been great because it's, normal Disney. And there are some things that came because of, COVID, that are kind of staying at least for a while, like the park passes. Um, and then there are some things that are, going away, some things that are coming because it's the 50th. And, but, it's just kind of exciting to see everything that's coming back, or coming period, and seeing all the changes that are happening with Disney World. Um, so anyway, I hope everyone's Thursday night has gone well. It was rainy. That was one thing. It was rainy. Corey was dealing with the rain over at Epcot. Josh and Jana were dealing with the rain over in the Magic Kingdom. Give me 1 second. I need to cough. Excuse me, guys. I don't know what I drank a beverage, and I was fine until after I drank it, and now my throat is kind of wacky. And of course, now I had a stream to go on to. So anyway, we'll see how that goes. I also may have made a mistake because this beverage I've done this before. I don't know if you've ever tried out these drinks, but it doesn't have regular sugar in it. It has natural sweeteners, but it has caffeine in it. So I wanted to make sure I was going to be able to stay awake for tonight's stream, but once the stream ends, haha, Dean might be partying all night. Who knows? But yeah. So I thought it would be fun. I know Dave was showing his new pins on his stream last night. So I got the crazy idea that maybe it'd be fun for me to kind of have a little a pin show tonight, and kind of go back and show off my pins, because I'm very happy with my collection so far, or thus far. And I think it would be fun if I showed off the pins that I have collected thus far. And I do plan on expanding what I have. Every time I actually go to Disney, I will buy one or maybe two more pins. So let's start. This is the very first pins that I got. I actually ordered these online before I started going back to the parks last fall. So I am hoping. There we are. These I ordered last, I want to say late summer, before I returned to the parks after a while. I ordered these. I love the Jungle Book. I love them. And so I just had to get these because I was kind of concerned that I wouldn't find these in the parks. Bloomin' Cheeses asked, I saw that you asked about turkey leg pins. Just hold that thought, Richard. Hold that thought. We might get there. Just saying. So anyway, I'm going to leave these in their plastics found out this system. Here's the second pin that I got. The other of my favorite of the Disney classic movies, Dumbo. Love him. Great pose there. Showing off his feature. Lovely feature. And then showing some love to Epcot and Figment. Hold on, guys. We're gonna come on. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Figment, imagination, imagination. You can eat a turkey leg with just one bite off of that bone. That's not the words, but those are my words. Those are my words, definitely. Okay, Richard, and everyone watching. Excuse me. Whoa, my throat is weird tonight. All right, everyone watching tonight. I also ordered this online. Here we go. This is the this is my one and only turkey leg pin. Literally the only pin that came up for turkey leg. And so it doubles as my Chip and Dale pin. So right past shoulder pair. So that's my pin there. Chip and Dale. Lugging that big old thing off somewhere to eat it. Not just eat it. Eat it. You got a turkey leg. You don't just eat it. You eat it. That's how you do it. Okay, so here's the next one. So after I got Dumbo, of course I had to get every Dumbo. And I think everyone, I truly believe that everyone needs a Timothy Mouse in their life. So I got Timothy Mouse. I got him to be buddies with Dumbo. And I'm trying to keep these in order. So, next one. Next one we have is You Got a Friend in Me. You got a friend in me. You got troubles. I got 'em too. There isn't anything I wouldn't do for you. Just stick together and see ya through, 'cause you've got a friend in me. Yes, you do. Baby, you've got a friend in me. I promise this will not be a singing stream, although everyone says I've got a good singing voice. So maybe I'll just keep on singing. Oops, hold on here. Okay. Hi there. I just met you and I love you. Carol, hi. I just saw your name in the chat and I love you. There's Doug and Carl Fredrickson. Was the next set of pins I got. And then I decided at this juncture that it was high time that I actually got the big cheese himself, Mickey Mouse. So I got Mickey Mouse. Because what's a Disney pin collection without Mickey Mouse? Practically incomplete, that's what I say. Practically incomplete. Okay. Next we have another one from another favorite Disney classic. I wouldn't say it's at the top, my very favorite, but it's definitely, probably, I would put this in my top 10. Robin Hood. Robin Hood and Little John walking through the forest. Oh, I forgot the words to this song. Every town has its ups and downs. Sometimes ups outweigh the downs, but not in Nottingham. Alrighty. Next is another one of my favorite movies. Definitely would be in my top 10. There'd be a lot of movies in my top 10. I have to admit. There's probably so many movies in my top 10. There's probably more than 10 movies in my top 10. I just can't lie. So here we go. Yeah. Okay. Bambi and Thumper. I'm thumping. That's why they call me Thumper. Another one of my favorites. Drip, drip, drop, little April showers. Do, 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 do. Do 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 do. Drip drip drop little April showers. Do 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 do. Oh, okay. Where's it go? Okay, so that was that one. Do do do. Drip drop little April showers. So next I've got a series of, I've got some pins. So before I started collecting Disney pins, hold on, where'd it go? Do I have those pins in here? Oh, okay. So these pins, I've actually had these for years. They're not officially Disney, but of course they just opened the store in Disney Springs. So I've got these guys, the M&Ms. So I've had them for several years before I even started like getting Disney pins, but I keep them in with my Disney pins because I don't have anywhere else to really show them. And then recently I actually got this pin set, this set from the M&M's, the actual Disney Springs M&M's store. So I got them guys, or those guys. Let's use correct English, Dean. Let's use right English. And let's see, who else? Who else here? Okay, who else did I get? Let me make sure I'm not missing anybody. Alrighty, so now we've got the next Disney character that I got. And we have the diamond in the rough. Hold on, I got a notification on my computer. Let it turn it off here. All right, okay, it's gone. Here we go, Aladdin. Down, out, down, wow, wow, down, out, down, wow, wow. Ain't never had a friend like me. That's actually the Genie song, but ooh. Let's see who else. Oh, very appropriate. Recently, we had the Cruella de Vil movie come out, and she was after. Cruella was after all those puppies, but she really underestimated these guys because there they went, getting them puppies back. She got those puppies back, or they got those puppies back. Yeah. Hi, Jonathan Chong. Welcome in. Happy Thursday. And welcome, everyone, to Gobbletastically Yours. It's a lot like Follow the Happy Live, but different. So, oh, thank you, Richard. Jeannie did steal the show. Jeannie sure did steal the show. Okay, so that's my first little tubby tub of pins. So I'm going to put those away. And we're going to find the next pins here. All right, so I showed you Mickey, and then of course, what's Mickey without Minnie? Yoo-hoo! Yoo-hoo! John, welcome in. Yes, the fireworks are back. I was watching Resort TV 1 doing the Happily Ever After, and then I was watching Corey Meets World with the Epcot Forever. So we're having a nice little looking at my pins stream, and then as we get in, I do have a story that we'll read, or that I read. Okay. Did these go out of order? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, guys. Okay, so I'm just gonna have to wing it. Alrighty. So here is one. Very happy to get this one. If you haven't heard, Indiana Jones 5 is in production, and I had to get let me take this one out of the bag. Yeah, Jonathan, everyone was there. A lot of people. Shoulder to shoulder, hand in hand. There's Indiana Jones, Mickey, affectionately known as Mickeyana Jones to me. Do 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 do. Down 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 do 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 down 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 down. Eat a turkey, turkey, turkey leg. Eat a turkey leg. It's so yummy, what a yummy leg. It's a turkey leg. Eat a turkey leg. Alrighty, so then we've got Peter, how do you get to Neverland? You fly, of course. You can fly, you can fly, you can fly. Peter Pan and Wendy. I was actually looking at these pins the last day that I was at Disney, and I couldn't remember for sure if I had gotten these. So I actually picked a different pin, and I'm glad I did because it turns out I actually bought these pins. So what I'm actually going to do is write down a list of the pins that I have. So when I'm at, at Disney and I'm looking at all the pins, I will know which pins I have already gotten, which I definitely think that's smart. Okay, I am out of order, I think, but I think this was the next one anyway. So this next one. Deep in the 100-acre wood, where Christopher Robin plays, you'll find the enchanted neighborhood of Christopher Days. A donkey named Eeyore is his friend, and Kanga and Little Roo. There's Rabbit and Piglet, and there's Owl, but most of all, Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh, Winnie the Pooh. Tubby little cubby, all stuffed with fluff, is Winnie the Pooh, Winnie the Pooh. Willy-nilly, silly old bear. Uh-oh. Here we go. Oh, Richard, that's a great idea. I need to take a take pictures. Yeah, it would be good idea too. That way I actually see. That way if I oops, sorry. Because there might be multiples, like I don't know, there might be another Genie pin somewhere. Anyway, there's Genie. Arabian Nights, like Arabian moon. Oh, I forgot the words to that song. But I do like that song at the beginning of Aladdin. So anyway. Do 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 do. Where next? Alrighty. So next we have. So these are getting to some more recent pins, but I'm still gonna show them all. When you're the best of friends, having so much fun together, you're not even aware you're such a funny pair. You're the best of friends. Life's a happy game. You can clown around forever. You're not even aware you're such a funny pair. You're the best of friends. And when I found this, I got this. I think this was in one of the two shops in Epcot at the front of the World Showcase. And this was the only one they had, the only one of this set that they had. Behind it was like, I don't know, Snow White or something that, I wasn't going to buy then. Anyway, and I saw The Fox and the Hound. One of those underrated movies. Mike Wheeler, welcome in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Finally able to chat, but you need a 5-minute union break. Okay, you got it. So next, actually, let me show, before I show you my princesses. Here is my next pin. I was surprised actually that I came across another Jungle Book pin, but then I saw this one. Look for the bare necessities, the good old bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your strife. I mean the bare necessities of Mother Nature recipes that brings the bare necessities of life. Wherever I wander, wherever I roam, I couldn't be fonder of my turkey leg. The bees are buzzing in the trees to make some honey just for me. Okay, we're going to go back to the pins now. Let's go back to the pins now. I got a little carried away there. Do not consume caffeine after dark unless you have to be awake for something like a live stream, and even then it might be unsafe. So the next 3 pins are the 3 final pins, and they're probably, well, I mean, the fact that I got them means that they're towards the top of my princess list. There's the first one, Cinderella. So this is love. So this is love. So this is what makes life divine. I'm all aglow. And now I know the key to all heaven is mine. My heart has wings. and I can fly. I'll touch every star in the sky. What would I wear? Oh, Dean, I just seen a dress suit with turkey legs printed all over it. Would I wear one? Richard, can you send me a picture on Instagram? Please, if possible. Um, but probably. So this is the miracle, that love I've been dreaming of. So this a leg, a turkey leg. Yeah. Okay, so let me show you the next princess. There's Belle, and I'm totally at a loss now for what her song is. Something about something there I haven't seen before. Well, I was having so much fun with Cinderella. I don't even remember what Belle's saying. Something about the baker going there as always. And then she sings about something there that there's always never been before or something like that. Dave, got to say goodnight. I watch a replay tomorrow. Oh, all right. Well, thoughts and prayers for a safe traveling and fun times. Have a great vacation. And I'll catch you next time in a stream or in a chat somewhere. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I have the last princess, and this is going to be a segue into it's just a very short thingy. Thank you, Jonathan. Little town, it's a quiet village every day, like the one before. Little town full of little people waking up to say bonjour, 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 bonjour. There goes the baker with his tray, like always, the same old bread and rolls to sell. Every morning just the same, since the morning that we came to this poor provincial town. This poor provincial town, da 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 da. Oh, look, a turkey leg, it's yummy. Why won't we just devour it now? I want a leg. Does it come bigger? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, guys, I am going to say it again. Public service announcement. Do not drink a caffeinated beverage late at night when you are going to be streaming. Next week, I promise I will not drink a caffeinated beverage because I want my excitement to be real and not puffed up or, pumped up. So there's the last pin. 5 minutes later, here's the last pin that I bought. The last or the one, I think this was actually one of the last that I bought. But anyway, so here's the last one that I have to show you. And there is Elsa. Oh, Jonathan loves this version of me. Okay, well then, bring on the caffeine. I'm done. Well, I think so. I don't remember. When you got it's probably the turkey on my head, you know. Um, I don't know. Have you ever tried to stream with a turkey on your head? It's gobbletastic, y'all. So anyway, Elsa, I just found out today that there is a tropical storm. Um, this may sober me up, but there's a tropical storm um, in the waters. And I don't know if you heard about this, and its name is Elsa. So, and I just looked a little bit before the stream, and the forecasted track is bringing it up, you know, through the islands down there, up through Cuba, and then it comes up just off the coast of Tampa, but then you've got that nice little cone of uncertainty. So it's kind of like traveling up the turkey leg where it comes. It's definitely going to come here, and then later on, the possibility is a little bigger, so you're just really not sure. Just like a little bug crawling up a turkey leg, kind of stays in the middle of the narrow part, and then like there's more space, so like he could go anywhere. That's kind of what I envision this storm doing. um you know, so the weekend could be a little wet, maybe. I don't know, but according to the forecast, this storm could make next Tuesday kind of wet around Central Florida, um, assuming that the track, you know, either stays where it is or bumps east. Of course, it could bump west. It's still really early. So I'm just going to bring that up because I'm not really worried, because at least for us, but I know that there are spots, you know, right along the coast that just have trouble whenever there's a storm coming. So, anyway, I thought I'd bring that up. Tropical storm Elsa, and she is still a tropical storm. Oh, Dawn, it wasn't coffee. What you need to confiscate is my juice. This juice drink here. This drink is by Antioxidant Infusion. This is blueberry. It's got and I was showing this earlier, but I've got it does not have any like sugar in it, but it has natural like sweetener. It's got like it's got like green tea or whatever. It says it's got 55 milligrams of caffeine per bottle, like a cup of green tea. It says it has a low glycemic impact. Well, my glycemic may be okay, but the rest of me is off the chain. Anyway, I mean, it's a very good drink. I strongly encourage you that if you should try this, drink it maybe like in the AM of the day, not in the PM of the day. And especially, you know, like maybe while it's still light outside would be a great rule of thumb. Although it is summer, so it is late. It's light later. So I don't know, depending on, I would say drink this with your lunch, as long as you're eating lunch at like a normal time. Um, so anyway, I got another one. So I will not be opening this tonight, guys. You do not need to worry. I will be leaving this closed, and then um, I will probably be drinking this tomorrow, following my actual advice that I just gave you. I will probably be drinking this tomorrow, like in the morning or in the midday time, so that I do not have any going to sleep issues tomorrow night. I stopped up by the Dollar General, so this is going to turn into a Dollar General haul video. I don't know why, because I don't like this, but I bought a pack of V8. So it's only 6 little cans. They're cute. But so like I'll drink them. And I saw them on the shelf and I'm like, why don't I grab some V8. And I picked up, this is the Dollar General brand of lemonade. I will not be drinking this tonight either, because it does have sugar in it. And so I will be leaving that for tomorrow. In fact, it's got a lot of sugar in this thing. It has 64 grams of sugar, which is like a lot of sugar. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be brewing some iced tea, some like unsweetened iced tea tomorrow, and then I'll just mix some of this into it, and so that should douse it a lot. What else do I feel like sharing? I have some Cheetos. You have to be careful when you're eating this though, because Cheetos never prosper. That's what I've heard anyway. Cheetos never prosper. So I got a couple other things, but that's all that I'm going to share. So that was basically what I got. Oh, I got a tub. This is to hopefully inspire me to kind of organize the stuff in my room here. So eventually, I might actually get organized enough to put some of my stuff in that tub. Did I flub that line? I don't know. Gotta remember, I am hyped up on the beverage. So yes. Should I try to read a bedtime story, or would that just maybe I should show you my stickers. I have got a thing, I know I've mentioned this before, but I have a thing for office supplies, and stickers is something that I like to collect. So I don't know if you like to see, I have a whole bunch of like Disney stickers yeah, Cheetos, that's it, right, Don. Cheetos never prosper. Cheetos never prosper. Why don't I try to read a bedtime story? This might be interesting, folks. Thank you, everyone, for being in here today. This has been really fun. So today, I have to show you this picture because this is not only is this the front page, the cover to the story that I'm going to read, but it looks like they're on caffeine as well. You see that? You see their eyes? Looks like they had some caffeine too, what they've been drinking on that carpet. Talk about a whole new world. So anyway, we're going to read Aladdin. I don't know if you can see their eyes. They look. So anyway, we're going to read Aladdin. And so it's story time. Grab your warm blankie, your warm milk, some water, maybe not a caffeinated beverage. And we are going to read Aladdin. That's right, Don. Story time with a caffeinated Dean. It's like story time with regular Dean, but caffeinated. Okay, here we go. As she sat by the fountain in the palace courtyard, Princess Jasmine giggled at her pet tiger, Raja. The tiger had not been impressed with the latest prince to ask for Jasmine's hand in marriage, so he'd helped scare him away. They were both glad to be rid of the selfish suitor, one of the many worthless princes who'd visited recently. Jasmine's father, the Sultan of Agrabah, was not amused. "Dearest, you've got to stop rejecting every suitor who comes to call," he told his daughter. "The law says you must be married to a prince by your next birthday. You've only got 3 more days." But Jasmine thought the law was unfair. "Father, I hate being forced into this," she said. "If I do marry, I want it to be for love." Lately, Jasmine had found herself wishing that she wasn't a princess at all. She had never even been allowed to go outside the palace walls. She felt trapped. That night, the princess decided to run away. She put on a disguise and began to climb over the palace wall. Raja tugged on her dress. He didn't want her to leave. Jasmine knew she would miss her friend, but she had to see what else was out there. "I'm sorry, Raja, but I can't stay here and have my life lived for me," she exclaimed. Raja nodded and slid his head under Jasmine's foot to give her a boost over the wall. The next morning, Jasmine arrived at the marketplace. Here's Raja giving her a boost up the wall. I hope Raja was caffeinated, because if you're caffeinated, you can really give someone a boost over the wall. Anyway, Jasmine is in the marketplace. She looked around excitedly, for she had never seen anything like it. People were selling everything from pots and necklaces to fish and figs. As she walked, she came upon a little boy who looked like he hadn't eaten in a while. "Oh, you must be hungry," Jasmine said. The boy looked up at her eagerly. She took an apple from a nearby stand and handed it to the poor child. "You'd better be able to pay for that," the apple seller said. "Pay?" Jasmine said with surprise. She'd never needed to pay for anything at the palace. No one steals from my cart, the vendor bellowed and grabbed her angrily. Jasmine was frightened and didn't know what to do. Oh, there she is. Getting the apple for the little guy. Pay? I've never done that before. Sorry. I'm caffeinated. I'm caffeinated. That's why. Luckily, a stranger came to her rescue. Oh, thank you, kind sir, the young man said to the apple seller. I'm so glad you found her. I've been looking all over. Jasmine looked puzzled. What are you doing? She whispered to the young man. She noticed he had a pet monkey with him. Just play along, he whispered back. You know this girl? The seller asked him. Sadly, yes, he replied. She is my sister. She's a little crazy. What an appropriate story. She's a little crazy. Alrighty. Tragic, isn't it? The young man turned to Jasmine, who pretended to be crazy. Now come along, sis. Time to go see the doctor. They started to leave. It looked like they would escape until the monkey bowed goodbye and a bunch of stolen apples tumbled from his vest. Come back here, you little thieves, the apple seller yelled. The trio ran as quickly as they could and, finally, reached the young man's rooftop home. They were safe for now. She's a little crazy. Just saying. Just a little crazy. Just a little crazy. Jasmine looked around. The stranger's home was simple, but at least it was his own. No one told him what to do. Jasmine couldn't imagine having so much freedom. At the same time, the young man was looking longingly at the palace in the distance. It would be wonderful to live there, he thought, to have enough money so he wouldn't have to worry about his next meal. Sometimes I just feel so trapped, they both said. Surprised, they looked at each other. Jasmine suddenly realized that she had a lot in common with this handsome stranger. But just then, angry palace guards burst in. There was no escape. Do you trust me? He asked, holding out his hand to her. Do you trust me? She looked into his brown eyes and said, Yes. Then jump, he cried. Jasmine took his hand and they leaped off the roof. They landed safely in a pile of grain, then raced through the marketplace right into another set of guards. The head guard seized the young man. It's the dungeon for you, boy, he declared. There he is. Unhand him, demanded Jasmine, pulling down her hood and revealing herself as the princess. The guard was shocked to see her outside the palace walls. Do as I command, she ordered. Release him. I would, princess, except my orders come from Jafar. The guard replied, You'll have to take it up with him. Back at the palace, the princess confronted Jafar. one of her father's advisers. The evil man told her that the stranger had been sentenced to death and killed. "I'm exceedingly sorry, princess," Jafar lied. Jasmine glared at Jafar. "How could you?" she cried and ran out. She went to see Raja. "It's all my fault, Raja," she said, sobbing. "I didn't even know his name." Here she is, confronting the guards. The next day, on the streets of Agrabah, there was a magnificent parade. Men playing drums marched down the street, followed by women dancing with scarves. All of the townspeople stopped what they were doing to watch. Inside the palace, the Sultan heard the music. He went to his balcony and was delighted by what he saw below. "Oh, Jafar," he called, "you must come and see this." Reluctantly, Jafar joined the Sultan. Trumpets blared and banners waved as the parade made its way to the palace. But most impressive was Prince Ali, who sat on top of an enormous elephant, throwing gold coins into the crowd. He looked attractive, regal, and extremely smug. Princess Jasmine, who was still upset about the death of the young man from the market, watched from her balcony. She shook her head in disgust at this latest suitor. Did he think he could buy her hand in marriage? Nevertheless, the Sultan welcomed Prince Ali into the palace. "Your Majesty, I have journeyed from afar to seek your daughter's hand," said Prince Ali after flying in on a magic carpet. "Prince Ali Ababwa," said the Sultan, "I am delighted to meet you." But Jafar had his own sneaky plan. He wanted to marry the princess himself, so that someday he would rule the kingdom. He whispered to the Sultan, "What makes him think he is worthy of the princess?" Confidently, Prince Ali replied, "Just let her meet me. I'll win your daughter." But Jasmine had been listening and was very upset. "How dare you, all of you, standing around deciding my future," she cried. "I am not a prize to be won." She turned and stormed off. But Prince Ali would not give up. That evening, he appeared on Jasmine's balcony and apologized. Raja growled protectively, but Jasmine thought the prince looked familiar. When she stepped closer, he offered to take her on a magic carpet ride. "We could get out of the palace, see the world," Prince Ali offered. Jasmine hesitated. "Is it safe?" she asked, looking at the flying carpet. Prince Ali leaned forward, offering his hand. "Do you trust me?" he asked. Jasmine thought he might be the young man from the marketplace. Maybe he hadn't been killed after all. She gave him her hand and climbed onto the magic carpet. There they go. A whole new world. Jasmine and Prince Ali flew over the streets and rooftops of Agrabah. Jasmine felt happier than she ever had. Jasmine got the prince to admit he was a young man from the marketplace. But he didn't tell her everything because he didn't think she would like him if she knew the truth. His real name was Aladdin. After escaping from the dungeon, he'd found a magic lamp. The genie, the genie inside had given him 3 wishes. Aladdin, who had fallen in love with Jasmine, had used one of them to become a prince so he could marry her. I sometimes dress as a commoner to escape the pressures of palace life, he lied, but I am really a prince. Why didn't you just tell me? Said Jasmine. Well, royalty going out into the city in disguise. Sounds a little strange, don't you think? He said. Jasmine looked down. Not that strange, she said quietly. And there's Aladdin with the lamp and the genie. Soon after they returned from the romantic magic carpet ride, Jafar discovered Prince Ali's secret and revealed his true identity. Jafar tried to seize power by stealing the magic lamp with the genie inside. But Aladdin and Jasmine fought him bravely and won. Together, they had saved the kingdom. After the battle, Aladdin took Jasmine's hands in his. I'm sorry I lied to you about being a prince, he said humbly. Jasmine held his hands. She hadn't fallen in love with him because she thought he was a prince. She loved him for who he was on the inside. After freeing the genie, they climbed aboard the magic carpet and kissed. Beneath them was a whole new world. There you go. And that is the end of Aladdin. The end. So, thank you everyone for listening. I enjoyed that very, very, very much. It's very fun reading when you're caffeinated. I can't lie. I just can't lie. And anyway, I don't know if the caffeine is wearing off, but I feel like maybe I started reading myself to sleep just there. So maybe maybe it is wearing off. I don't know. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the caffeinated story time with Dean. So anyway, with that, I think it is time to go ahead and end the stream. I do have a couple of announcements. Oh, thank you, Don. I loved it. And Jonathan, thank you. I enjoy reading that story. Although next time I'm going to try not drinking anything except maybe some ice water. I don't know. I might want to just not try to. There might be something in the water. But anyway, um, next week I will not drink anything besides, I won't drink anything that would possibly be unsafe. But anyway, Caffeine-tastically yours. That is right, Carol. Caffeine-tastically yours. So I can't lie, I've got some more. There's a little bit in this cup. This my little Baby Yoda Tervis. I think I have a little left. Oh, it's not. I drank it all. I drank it all. Oh no, I dropped Bucky on the floor again. Alrighty. Oh, Jonathan, love your singing. Gonna miss it if you only sing under caffeine. And Don says, drink whatever you want, Dean. This was fun. Okay. So next week, I'll drink 2 before I come on the stream. It's going to be so awesome. Oh, that's okay, Wheeler. Mike, sorry, Mike. I must be still caffeinated. He said, sorry, took me a little bit to respond back. Have you playing in the background while I clean up past 6 hours of mess in the area I was sitting at. That's okay. Yeah, that's okay. Carol needs the singing to continue. Well, it's just Mike. I'm used to just calling by the first name. It's just might be under the influence, maybe of something that I'm not usually. So I'm saying things and singing things that I don't always say or sing. So, yeah. So earlier today, I woke up and okay, I've got a couple of announcements, and if I can get through them, then I will, then I'll finally end the stream. So my podcast is officially on a sabbatical until August. However, this morning, I got this crazy idea. It was raining when I this morning for a little while, so I went out and I actually put up a kind of a relaxing ambiance type recording podcast episode on the Dean Report on my podcast channel, and it's a kind of a special episode because it's not me talking the whole time. What I did was I went out on the porch when it was raining, and I started the episode, and then I just kind of left my phone on a shelf we've got on the porch there, and recorded the sound of the rain falling, and it goes for about 5 or so minutes at the actual rain sounds, and then I do kind of wrap up with the episode with some talking. I introduce at the beginning, so it's a kind of a short episode. It's about 7.5 minutes, I think, ish. But anyway, it's up on the podcast channel, the Dean Report, and there is a link in the campsite bio / the Turkey Lakester, or if you follow the Dean Report on any of the platforms that it is out on. It's on Spotify, it's on Castbox, it's on iHeartRadio, it's on Amazon Music, TuneIn, Spreaker, Google Podcasts. I think that's about all that there are, but I have links to Spotify and to Castbox from the my link. But anyway, that's up, and then the channel will be officially back in August. in a month. I'm looking at putting the first episode out probably be on Wednesdays. It's going to be bi-weekly episodes, and they're not going to be weekly. They'll be bi-weekly episodes. And the first one I will have out on the, I'm looking at the 11th, which is actually the second Tuesday or Wednesday of August. So the 11th will probably be the first official episode back for the Dean Report, and I'm looking forward to bringing that back. In addition to continuing this YouTube. I may not be caffeinated on every episode, but it will still be fun, and I'll still look forward to bringing you good times regardless. So, also, newsflash, Disney, my Monday show is back. So Monday nights at 11 o'clock, I come on and talk about a lot of our, well, officially I just say it's some of the news coming out of Disney over the past week. And so that's a fun stream. And then of course Thursday nights now is Gobbletastically Yours at 11:15 p.m. Eastern Time. And so, yeah. So with that, I thank everyone for being here, either live or on the replay. This weekend is 4th of July weekend. I hope you have a great 4th of July weekend and celebrating America's great freedoms we have. I've got my American flag up there, little splash of patrioticness up there. So have a great 4th of July weekend. And I will be back on Monday at 11 on the channel. Yes. So next week as well, I'm gonna be going. I possibly will be going back to the nursery and butterfly garden that is nearby that I have gone to before. So there may not be a YouTube live stream, but there may be a Instagram live, and then there might be maybe some more, butterfly shorts. I did one short the last time I was there that got more views than I normally have got on my shorts, called Lunchtime with the Cows. It's on my channel. I think I got up to like 80 views on it, and normally I don't get anywhere near that on my video, so that was actually really exciting. But anyway, yes, happy Independence Day, everyone, and good night, Carol, and good night, everyone. Thank you for being here. And once again, have a great weekend. And I think I'm going to start ending this the same way that I end my podcast episodes. So, thank you for watching. And until next time, take care. And you will see me on the next stream here on the Turkey Legster.